Alright guys, wanted to go through a quick video of how to get a KEM on Octane Blitz. We'll just go through this real quick. I'm starting this from saying that you're spawning on that side of the map. You want to try to work your way into the motel area. This is motel right here for those of you who don't know. It can be a little bit tricky because usually they have some people camping their spawn off the start with snipers, marksman rifles, stuff like that. So it might take a couple tries, but after you get in here, it's usually pretty easy to keep. The reason this is because after you control this area, they're mostly spawning behind or on the first floor of Pinkies. So the main points you're going to be killing them from are behind the strip club, which they'll come right down here, usually coming back to their spawn to try to defend it if they're actually trying to defend it, so hopefully you're not beating them too hard. Otherwise, they're probably not going to be doing that. I've run into this a lot recently, so I used to be able to sit back there and just watch the back hallway, but it usually doesn't give you enough kills racked up quick enough to do it. So what I've been doing instead recently is, like I said, they're going to be spawning in the bottom floor of Pinkies, or in the back corner on the other side of the strip club all the way on the outside. So they'll run out the far hallway over there if they're not going back down this hallway, and they will also run out right at the front door. Some people will go up top and try to snipe, just try to pick other people off, but it's pretty much all the same thing where you're trying to watch these three areas they're coming out of from one location. This is the best location I found to do it from. The reason I say that is because if you do it over here, your left side's open still. So it can lead to some sticky situations where people are shooting from over here and there's people coming out here, which means you got to go to this side, but if they're already coming out there, you're probably weak and they're just going to be able to kill you off the front of the semi. So try to stick to over here as much as you can, and it's really pretty basic. You just try to kill people coming out of the front of those three ways. Sometimes you can go on top of the semi. I don't recommend it if you're really close because it's a bit risky, but you can kill people up here to try to get your streak started. And then after you get real close, usually you want to back off a little bit, evened up to here, because what I didn't mention before is their other spawn, if they aren't spawning in bottom Pinkies or behind Pinkies, they'll spawn down here. Sometimes they'll spawn over here, but for the most part it's down here. And they can also, it can happen, it's very rare, they can spawn in this room right here. I don't see it very often, but it can happen depending on who's blocking what spawns. I'm guessing that happens if somebody's blocking the bottom strip club spawn and somebody comes in here. With that being said though, if you're back here, you should be yourself blocking the spawns for the most part, so you can run back around here and hopefully pick off enough people coming behind Pinkies to try to defend again to get the KEM on this side. They can spawn behind you, so just be aware. Hopefully you have Amplify on and you're good with that if they come behind you. That's pretty much the only way that I've found to be extremely effective on this side. There are other ways to do it. Obviously, you can sit in some corner randomly and get one, I'm sure, but that's probably the best way to do it, and I'm not really going to go through another way just because I don't think there's any ways that are nearly as viable as that one. That one works really well. I have a lot of KEM strikes on this map. The way I like to do it, if you're on offense from that side, so your defense goal is over there, is I like to start by coming up here and usually getting the hold on this. If you get the hold up here, they'll be spawning on the right side once your team takes control of the left side. So you can usually get a lot of free picks off people running out there, and you can also do a lean here for out the alley right there. It gets you a lot of free kills just because a lot of people are not aware of this spot on the map yet. So they don't think to look up there at all. They're usually looking on top of here. They'll come up the staircase too, but they don't look on the front of pawn shop. There's another door right under you, so just be aware of that. They can also come out of there, and sometimes people try to climb up this ladder, etc. I don't like to stay up here too long if you're really close, just because of how open it is. Like if you get caught with your pants down, you got to reload or something like that, you're in the open. Like all you can really do is lay down, and they can shoot through this without a problem. So what I try to do is after the round progresses a little bit and they're on defense or whatever, I try to drop down and I try to run in here. And free ladder up here. A lot of kills usually come out of the front of gas station because they usually spawn there over spawning on the right side, just because your team isn't able to push enough on the left side to keep them spawning on the right. The main spawn points in the gas station that you're going to be looking for are right here and right here. They'll spawn there a ton. Like you can be in the gas station and they'll spawn in one of these corners just because that's how they make their spawn system. With that being said, when they're spawning here, they're obviously going to want to run right out here, and when they're spawning over there, they're going to want to run right out the same door as well. So that's mainly the one you want to watch, but then there are spawn points back here. I'm not really too keen on the spawns on this side of the map on defense for them, but I'm sure that there'll be some people that run out this door as well. So you have to keep an eye on this one, but it's not nearly as big of a deal. but they can also get on top of body shop, which body shop sometimes is an issue. A lot of people don't know it, but when the body shop or when the gas station is still up, you can lay down and you can actually see the people up there without a problem. You get a clear view of them, and it's free. It's a really easy kill. So just be aware of that it can happen. That's one way to do it. The other way that I like to do it, if your team is not able to take control of the left, is to myself push in here and take control of the left. If you can get in here and take control of the left, you can basically just control this area. And you can look down here. They'll be spawning on the right because, like I said, if you have left control, they'll spawn down on the right. So they're spawning more down in that area, on that bricked-in area, I guess I want to call it, which will make them run back from, a lot of the time, you'll get most of the kills from right there. You have to be aware they can't come through the gas station still because of the gas station spawns I just mentioned. If they know you're back here, they'll try to come right through this door. And they can also come through this back alley back here. For the most part, you don't see them spawning back here. So you're pretty safe. You can also rotate back and forth between here. If you see them coming in the back by the Hummer, you can try to pick them off a head glitch, because that way it's just head glitch versus head glitch. Usually, in most cases, you'll be able to win because you know exactly where they are and they have to look for you. It's a pretty rare case that people will get behind you. Just something to be aware of. They can climb up the front of the gas station, get up here like I did to get up here originally. Stuff like that, but it's a pretty foolproof plan of just watching this back part. Your team will usually be able to pick off the rest of them. But those are the two main ways to do it on this side of the map. So hopefully this helps you guys out, get a couple KEM strikes, and be sure to leave some comments and recommendations, everything like that. Let me know if you guys want to see a certain map done, game type, everything like that, and I'll try to post some more videos for you guys. Alright, thanks for watching.